Told us that we could get a nice and shiny box from your store.
Uncle Mung already told me about it. Thank you both for saving him. Many of the best goods in our store were found by Uncle Mung. If anything were to happen to him, it would be impossible for us to continue doing business. Here, this container is itself an antique, with at least 140 years of history. It's already been cleaned. Will it do?
Yep. It's great! Hang on a moment. Could we borrow one other thing?
Sure. Please help yourselves. As long as it's on our shelves.
Traveler, this clay pot looks really awesome. If we use an antique as our mixing bowl, we should be able to make a great snack. It's done! The one and only sugar-frosted slime! Carefully now. Into the box it goes and dust it over with a bit more powdered sugar.
Oh, yes. You might want to use these 2 freshly picked flowers as decorations, too.
Woohoo! It looks beautiful! Great! Now that we've put all that we've got into...
Jewelry's out of stock, but we have some new items in. Off we go! That's what I call treasure! Off we go! Off we go!
According to Kuching, this is what we should say. Excuse me, do you sell the moon here?
Yes. How many would you like?
It's not convenient to speak of number.
Ah, well said. Please, use this to ascend to the chamber. Yes, speaking of which...
Yep.
And yet the code they used was not the one for guests, but for the Yuheng. What's going on here?
I've been waiting for you, returnee from Joyun Karst.
It's Ningguang! Since this is our first meeting, we've prepared a gift.
Oh, for me. You have my thanks. It seems...
Oh no, it's nothing.
I'm glad you like it too.
This palace floats in the skies, higher than the peak of any mountain. From this vantage point, I have been gathering the funds necessary to build it from the time I began learning the merchant's craft. And since becoming the Tianquan, at first, it was but the size of one room. Now, it is large enough to blot out the moon in the One day, I believe it will overshadow all 7 nations. Not many from outside Liyue earn the right to ascend to the Jade Chamber. But I have been in correspondence with the acting Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius. As such, I have been putting eyes and ears out ever since you reached Liyue.
What?
And I finally got wind of your movements when you were on the way to Wangshu Inn.
Wait! Was Vreyyy one of your...
Just everyone at Wangshu Inn is one of ours. At the Guizhang Ballista.
You weren't peeking on us from the skies the whole...
I fear that peeking would have been a little difficult. Our eyes and ears are more than sufficient. You two are very interesting people, after all. It would be natural to take... Well, I wouldn't expect you to trust us, considering that you have had far more interactions with the Adepti.
Get out of here! Take cover! Why do they never miss?
I believe that you've heard of the Archon War. Many gods used to walk this earth, and many long wars were fought between them that did not abate until 2,000 years ago. In the end, only 7 victors remained standing in Tevat. They built cities and nations on the corpses of the vanquished, and thus began the era of the 7. You can see Goyun Stone Forest from here, I trust. It is no natural rock formation. Those are giant spears of rock hurled by Rex Lapis during the war. Beneath the spears lie those cast down by Rex Lapis in those days, gods that failed to seize the title of Archon. Not only is it true that gods may die, but so too has the membership of the 7 changed over the last 2 millennia. Rex Lapis's passing is an unimaginable disaster for Liyue. Another Lord of Geo will arise sooner or later. Yet, how are we to forget Rex Lapis? When that time comes, even in a new era, the Liyue Qixing remain Rex Lapis's former That day at Yujing Terrace, it was also very sudden. Even I was caught completely off guard. But our enemy has long lain hidden within the harbor. If we do not act against them now, they will surely gain the upper hand. Hiding the Exuvio was a necessary maneuver to take the initiative back. Who's
this enemy you're talking...
What do you think, Traveler?
Huh? What are you two talking about?
Well answered.
Huh?
The scenery out here is fine indeed, but the wind is a little strong. Our preparations to receive guests within are complete.
Wowee! What a huge hall! Paimon's never seen such a fancy place before.
Be at ease, you two. Make yourselves at home if you wish.
Can we really?
I have invited you two here as friends. And when friends come over...
Ooh, isn't this that legendary wall?
Why, you've kept your ear to the ground, I see.
That's because even the storytellers are talking about it. Everyone's after a piece of paper from that wall.
That's because that wall records Leo's secrets. Merchants have always been attracted to secrets. But the secrets of the mercantile world are of no interest to you, are they, traveler? If possible, I'd like to have your but if you were to choose the more trustworthy person between myself and Kuching... You'd pick Kuching? Nah, I originally thought her a bit too hard-headed. With someone of her character on the Qixing, I've had some extra messes to clean up behind but after she said those words, the time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the Liyue Qixing don't want to face that truth, then, well, I must say that quite a few of my doubts have been... I won't deny that Rex Lapis's passing seems advantageous to us. But, for Liyue's sake, we cannot... Indeed. It seems that you understood what I meant to say from the very beginning. I called for the gag order and for the Exuvia to be hidden to temporarily stabilize the situation. With Rex Lapis's death, the Fatui have busied themselves with many clandestine actions beyond their diplomatic remit. Allowing the rite of parting to take place was also meant to buy some time for us to take control.
It's exactly as Zhongli said. The Qixing only provided the venue for the rite so they could use us for their own ends. Wait, that's right. Speaking of ends,
Of course.
Paimon's heard that anyone who sends a greeting gift gets a little something in return. So, does that include us?
It's all right. I like direct people. Well, we have made quite a bit of trouble for you recently. How about this?
Yay! Paimon was just waiting for you to say that! One of the sheets on that wall! Don't look at Paimon like that! One of these sheets of paper will sell for crazy prices! Even just imagine how much more a whole... Let's grab one! The biggest one! Huh? Well, that was an easy search. The biggest sheet is right up there in the most obvious spot. La 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 la. Let's see what's huh? There's a place marked with a circle on here. Oh, could it be treasure? Whatever it is, it better make us feel... Sigil of permission something? Aw, that doesn't sound like treasure at all. This piece of paper shows that a Qixing spy Oh, Ningguang did say that the Fatui have been up to all kinds of mischief in the shadows of Liyue. Spreading... But research on the Sigil of permission? Speaking of which, there's also some connection between you and the Sigil of permission. Seems there's still more for us to find out. Oh, you really think so? Well, should we not go then? Oh, so you're saying that it's precisely because we can't completely trust Ningguang that we should confirm the truth of what she says for... That's way out of Paimon's league. Paimon thinks she's been nothing but good to us. Anyway, we'll see if you're onto something. Before we look for Zhongli at Dihua Marsh, let's go to the place marked out...
adventure time! Off we go! Off we go! Ad Astra. Thank you for completing. Ad Astra. Ad Astra.
Skulking around.
It always rains when I go on an adventure.
Catch the wind.
There really were Fatui at the location written down on this piece of paper. And they look really mad at us, too.
Cool it. Served. Chilled to the bone.
Freeze!
Frozen food.
Our bond is strong!
Steady as stone.
Chilled to the bone.
I will end
I must leave no stone unturned.
Freeze! Dodge this! Freeze! Do I get frostbite?
Out of my way! Get with me!
Dodge this!
Leave it all to me.
Freeze!
Hurry up!
As a dutiful maid would.
This one's well done! You need to hurry up! Roast and fry! You need to hurry up!
Off we go!
This one's well done!
Adventure time! I'm going in!
Dodge this!
You need to hurry up!
This moment will be frozen in time.
Roast and fry!
Dodge this!
You need to hurry up!
Dissipate!
Cool it!
You need to hurry up!
Off we go! Let's light it up!
Dodge this!
Well done! You need to hurry up!
To frostbite! Freeze!
Get with me! I'll settle this!
You need to hurry up!
I must leave no stone unturned.
You need to hurry up! This one's well done!
Dissipate!
You need to hurry up!
I'll catch up.
Cool it!
Roast and fry!
Dodge this!
Feel clogged!
Our bond is strong!
This world is full of
I will protect you. There are so many talismans here. And some stacks of blank paper, too. What are they for? seen this pattern before. But where? Oh, Paimon knows. But how did it... Oh, that's right. Talismans like maybe the Fatui are copying the Sigil of Permission and being able to channel divine power in battle? Whew. And the plot thickens. Alright, that's enough sticking around here. We gotta go meet up with Zhang Li soon. The last stop on our rite of parting preparations tour is Dihuam. Let's go! Paimon hates being late.
Leave it all to me. Steady as stone. I must leave no stone unturned. Steady as stone. Leave it all to me.
Not breaking a sweat!
Someone needs assistance.
Right on time. I myself only arrived moments ago. Did you enjoy your visit to the Jade Chamber?
It was so big and pretty and expensive. Paimon's never seen such a fancy schmancy place before.
Indeed. It's second to none in all of Liyue. Then you met with Ningguang, I trust? What did you talk about with her?
She's super rich and so generous. Paimon thinks she's very friendly. Yeah, his take on Ningguang is quite different from Paimon's. He thinks that even the tactless Yuheng is more trustworthy than her.
Oh, so you also met with Keqing then? What did she have to say?
She said the time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the at Qixing don't want to face that.
No respect for the divine. Indeed, contrary to the Everbold, although she's friendly. Yes, she has only relied on... It's said that she's the one behind the constant...
The Jade Chamber is only second. What's the most important?
Why, Mora.
All Ningguang talked about was the Fatui this and the Fatui that.
That is how the Fatui have always been. It doesn't surprise me in the least. No matter what they may be planning, you must be careful when dealing with the Fatui. Always be...
So, is there anything we need to get for the rite of parting in Dihua Marsh?
Yes, as a matter of fact, there is. Today, we'll be gathering wild glaze lilies.
Glaze lilies? Well, why did we come all the way out here? Oh, right! Paimon remembers that Madame Ping is always tending to flowers. Maybe we could ask her.
No. Those lilies have all been gardened by... Dihua Marsh used to be full of glaze lilies. It is before the Archon War. Dihua Marsh was all dry land and fertile soil. But the war... Of course, there are some kinds of flowers that have been preserved and gardened by... Wild glaze lilies have the strongest fragrance. But I'll need your assistance in gathering these flowers. No, I need you to sing to them. Singing to the flowers will make them...
So how good is your singing? Really? Why doesn't Paimon believe you?
We'll only know once he starts singing.
Someone needs assistance. I'll catch up. I must leave no stone unturned.
This world is full of unsolved mysteries. Someone needs assistance. It's time to sing, whenever you're ready. Da da da.
What happened? These flowers are jumping. They look really angry. Is it because you sang a song for Mondstadt that they don't understand here in Liyue?
Freeze!
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Yeah. Time to clean up. Steady as stone.
Cool it! Oh, so sorry. Dodge this!
Let's light it up! I'm going in! Let's light it up!
Those weren't glaze lilies. Glaze lilies wouldn't hit people.
This little monster is known as a The glaze lilies used as a disguise.
Well, that's nice and all, but will those petals be useful?
Unfortunately, no.
That's so lame.
Excuse me. Are you searching for Glaze Lily?
Oh, hey! It's... What's her face?
Hello, traveler. I'm surprised you still remember. Ah! That reminds me. How was your visit to the Jade Chamber?
Well, it sure would have been better if you told us how to get up there.
Didn't I tell you the way? Surely I did.
Nope. We found the way on our own.
Oh, I see. Uh-oh. I guess I really did forget to tell them.
Huh. She's acting different from the first time we met.
Ah, well, I met you at that time as an emissary of the Tianquan.
You came all the way out here to see the flowers? Why not just enjoy the gardens of the city?
Yujing Terrace is where Rex Lapis parted from this world. Whenever my duties take...
Oh, sorry.
No, it's quite all right. When the Archon War came to its end... Yes. Now that the spirit of Rex Lapis has returned to the heavens, only Barbados of Mondstadt remains of the first 7. The other 5, including Inazuma's Raiden Shogun, are no longer the same friends from 2000. Of the current 7 Archons, the youngest is Sumeru's god of Dendro. She is merely 500 years old, whereas this means that Liyue had been under Rex Lapis's rule from the moment it was first...
So what do you think of this farewell?
Huh? This... As a mortal, I've never dared to imagine a Liyue without Rex Lapis. But as an Adeptus, I think I will eventually come to grips with reality.
Huh? Did you just say, as an Adeptus?
Yes, I am a mix of human and Chilean. Adeptus blood flows through my veins. I fought for Rex Lapis and after the war ended, I signed a contract with Rex Lapis and took the position as secretary for the Qixing. I've continued those duties to this very day. Well, let's save that conversation for another day. I also know where wild glaze lilies can be found. See, I've just picked one myself. Here, you may have it if you wish.
We dare not refuse it.
Oh, so did you sing a song before you picked the lily?
Indeed, I did. I know this tradition well. In fact, I sang a local Liyue ballad to it.
Wow, so you really know your stuff, too. Thanks, Gunyu.
No, it is you who I should be thanking. If not for this chance meeting, I never thought that I would be able to contribute to the upcoming farewell for our ancient lord. If you would excuse me, I should return to my work now. Good luck.
And that just about does it. Our preparations for the rite of parting are mostly finished. Given the ease of picking glaze lilies, I think this was a fitting end.
Yeah, Paimon can already imagine him starting a business in Liyue.
I've had enough ventures in my life already. Beginning a new undertaking is always difficult at first, and requires no small amount of effort. So you must be careful to take the time to step back and
Wow. See? Zhongli sounds like he's already seen it all. Alright, I think it's about time we head back to Liyue Harbor now.
Adventure time!
What happened?
Ah, you're the consultant to Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. The Millilith are watching our every move now. These are desperate times. We mustn't act
Desperate times?
The Adepti of Joyun Karst are finally on the move.
Do they intend to exercise force?
Most likely. I've heard that however, both sides were quite obstinate and hit an impasse.
It seems inevitable, given the current situation.
The Adepti do not acknowledge the Qixing. They only acknowledge the contracts of the Geo-Archon. If the two sides come to blows, Liyue Harbor will be in no position to stop them.
Surely the Liyue Qixing are not the sort to give in so easily.
Their boneheadedness is...
And what now? How is it that the Fatui have come under fire?
That's all Ningguang's doing. She proclaimed that in these tumultuous times, the Millilith must rein in the actions of the Fatui. Only now do they want to start keeping tabs on us? That's the Qixing for you. Anyway, Mr. Zhongli, you're one of Child's close associates. Please understand that you're...
It looks like things are about to boil over in Liyue Harbor.
Do you intend to use your neutral identity as an intermediary between both sides? Neither path is an easy one.
Oh, by the way, Mr. Zhongli, we've heard that the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor has also been caught up in all of this.
Things are taking a turn for the worse. I'm afraid I must leave now to handle things back at Wangsheng. Consider your next course of action.
Having connections with the Fatui. So what does Zhongli mean by looking for the fuse? Oh, Paimon gets it. If there's anyone that wants to see the whole city turned upside down, it's definitely him. He must be waiting for the moment when no one is watching to do something really bad. But where could we find him now? Where would he go at a time like this?
I've got a bunch of interesting gadgets, all from my time.
Off we go!
Join the Adventurers Guild. You'll have a blast.
Adventure time! Yeah! Adventure time!
Wow! It looked impressive enough from the outside, but who would have guessed that it was... This is where all of Teyvat's mora is minted, right? Oh, so it's a trap! Tricky, tricky. But even if we can't take any, we can still have a closer look, right? Or better yet, take a nap on top of a mountain of mora! It's like a dream come true! Oh, right! Back to business. It's quiet. Too quiet. Surely someone's gotta be guarding something as important as the Exuvia. Huh? Look! What happened here? Uh-oh. Paimon smells trouble. Quick! We have to go make sure that the Exuvia is all right.
Off we go! Off we go! Adventure time!
You've already fulfilled your task as guides, so why do you still linger here? Haven't you—
Huh? Who's there?
If you were Fatui, I imagine that you would be entitled to a generous reward from the Tsaritsa herself. But now, you're nothing but dross, and you're in my way. Although I'm deeply grateful to you that I was able to effortlessly find the— Don't you think that trying to stop me now would just be wasted effort? Stopping the Mora Mints, hiding away the Exuvia.
So you've been planning to take the Gnosis from inside the Exuvia all along?
As one of the 11 Fatui Harbingers, it's my duty to see the will of the Tsaritsa fulfilled. She will get that which she desires. I'm not asking for your blessing, and there's nothing you can do to stop. The time for discussion and diplomacy has already passed. I mean, if it were up to me, I would have skipped that stage to begin with. Either way, we now come to my favorite part. A simple pleasure, and one that I am oh so delighted to be sharing with you. The battle.
Battle? So you're the type that goes looking for trouble, huh?
You could say that. When Signora offended the deities outside the cathedral in Mondstadt, she swiftly left the scene once her mission was accomplished. Instead of confronting you directly, she chose to rely on the snow and ice to make her escape. She wouldn't want the knights to come running towards the sound of battle now, would she? When she faces a worthy opponent, she will prioritize her mission, weigh the outcomes, and consider the consequences of her actions. But as for me, the greatest pleasure of being—
We won't let what happened in Mondstadt—
Oh, so you intend to fight me? Good. I won't kill you, Traveler. I'll just play along. To feel the— Besides, you could never defeat me, not even in your wildest dreams. Fighting talk, I love it! Now— This chance is hard to come by, so show me all you've got. So very few ever get the chance to square off with a Fatui Harbinger. So come now, amuse me, and don't you dare disappoint. This time, how unbecoming. Freeze! A fine opportunity.
Stand with me!
Passable effort.
Leave it all to me.
Run all you like. cowering already? You've made some progress. Guess I should take you more seriously.
Light it up!
Haha, good. No wonder Senora was so wary of you. Well, that just means I can go all out. Brace yourself. This is about to get tough. Now, show me what you can do against the might of a Harbinger. No use hiding back there.
Let's light it up!
Cool it.
I'm going in!
Oh, so soft. Freeze. You've got some skills. Not bad. Your swordsmanship is quite impressive. But that's about as far as you'll get. Didn't think you had that card hidden up your sleeve.
You were just playing it to get close to the Exuvia!
Oh, quiet down. Stop acting like some wide-eyed recruit. You've seen this world. You of all people should know. This should have been expected! Well then, I'll be taking Morax's Gnosis now! Huh? I see. Well, this is most unexpected. You beat me to it, didn't you?
Not bad. But this is going to cost you! You got to the Gnosis ahead of me, didn't you? Did you simply move faster? Or did you leak the information regarding the Golden House to me on purpose? No matter. And the Gnosis over. Now! Don't make me take it from you!
We didn't take it!
Dodge this! What's the hurry? Cool it!
Let's light it up!
Freeze!
Stand with me!
This moment will be frozen in time.
Everybody stand!
I must leave no stone unturned.
Dodge this!
Let's light it up! Adventure time!
Cool it! Die here! Freeze! Dodge this!
Our bond is strong!
Freeze! Oh, so soft.
Some you win, and some you lose.
Look! Child's back to normal again!
Well then, time to cool off. It seems the burden of the foul legacy transformation, and now that I consider the matter more carefully, you never had any chance of beating me to the Gnosis. You had no connection to the Gnosis.
That's what we've been trying to tell you! We didn't take it!
Your show of ability today far surpasses that of Signora's initial assessment of you and Mon. You already know the answer, don't you? I can see, but if that is a secret you wish to keep, I guess I'll just have to curb my cure. This battle has already left me satisfied. Anyone who strives as I do to grow stronger shall be called a friend. Even if our friendship can only be
Pretty sure that's not the normal way.
Unfortunately, I must bring this amiable conversation to an end. Given that the Gnosis wasn't taken by anyone, then we must look once again to the beginning. In fact, it might be that the Exuvia was—
What? So you mean that—
Yes, it appears so. Interesting to say the least. It seems that the guardian deity of the capital of commerce is also well versed in little maneuvers. As such, we must now look to our
backup plan?
I had hoped it would never come to this, for the weak will be swept away. The truth is, the world belongs to those who pursue strength. Unfortunately, we cannot be picky about our methods as Fatui harbingers. Children must all learn.
So what are you planning to do?
I will awaken the god that lies dormant beneath Guyan's stone.
A god?
Osile, overlord of the Vortex, who was defeated by Morax, the GR Archon, in the Archon. If such an ancient god were to be unleashed upon Liyue Harbor, do you think the cunning Rex Lapis would just stand aloof and watch the ensuing destruction?
But the Archon War ended 2,000 years ago. How can an ancient god appear in a world now overseen by the Seven?
Simple. I've already prepared the means to awaken it.
Hey, those are sigils of permission! Oh, Paimon remembers now. The Fatui have been researching them.
Indeed. The one that was given to you was just a byproduct of our research. With the power of so many sigils of permission concentrated in one place, along with that which was bestowed upon me as a harbinger by our Tsaritsa, breaking the subduing might of the Geo-Archon spears for a time should be no obstacle. Using the powers of ancient gods in such a situation fails to interest me, but knowing that such an action will not only force the Geo-Archon to show its hand, but you as well, that makes matters a little more intriguing. Let's see. Will the nation that has lost its deity be swallowed up by an ancient malice once more? If you wish to drown together with the people of Liyue, you're free to stay and enjoy the show.
Huh? He's already gone. That guy is fast. What's going on? If we hadn't happened to see the Jade Chamber flying over just as we came out of the Golden House, did we make it in time? Is the Overlord of the Vortex still in the sea?
What are you doing here?
Huh? Hold on. It's the Adepti. What are you doing on the Jade Chamber? Paimon thought you were arguing with the—
Faced with a calamity of such magnitude, we have agreed to put our differences aside.
Oh, Paimon gets it. So how do you plan to defend Liyue? Just seeing this Overlord of the Vortex guy puts a pit in Paimon's tummy, even from all the way out here.
It's not just you. We've got new Millilith recruits who can't even stand it, which is why we must stop that monster before it gets any closer to Liyue Harbor.
So the Archon War was fought 2,000 years ago against enemies like that thing? Now that's scary. So will the power of the Chising, Millilith, and Adepti gathered here...
We've already discussed this together, and our conclusion is...
What? But all of you are supposed to be the Guardians of Liyue. Can't you think of something?
One certainly could.
Huh?
The Chising did once research the matter of the Guizhong Ballista when it piqued their fancy. And as fate would have it, one who did craft the Guizhong Ballista with... For what could you mortals ever learn of Adepti mechanisms? Yet, it would take one, but a little tinkering to turn...
I suppose this is one blessing from the Adepti that we should be thankful for. So be it. We shall use the upgraded Guizhong Ballista to fight off that god. All the Adepti here can lend... We haven't a moment to spare. Our battle begins... Yep.
The three Adepti are manning the Guizhong Ballista. Do not let the Fatui disturb their work!
All able Millilith, with me!
Let's go help too!
We Adepti have not faced a god in several millennia. Let one see what you're made of then. What strength remains within you? One wishes to witness.
I miscalculated.
I'll catch up.
Let's move.
Teamwork is dreamwork! Out of my way! Get with me!
Cool it! You need to hurry up!
Dodge this!
Frostbite.
Cool it!
Don't be a killjoy! We've only just begun! Looks like I
Dodge
went too far. Harden up!
Cool it!
What is that?
That is Osial's divine power. I am very familiar with it. Be careful not to get hit.
The Fatui! Their attacks are unrelenting!
How daring. Snezhnai's diplomats will answer for this afterward. Every last one.
Freeze!
As a good knight should. Steady as stone.
I knew it was.
The ancient god's attacking again! There are so many Fatui too! We can't look!
Were you about to say we can't hold them, children?
Huh?
Don't lose heart. Here, take this.
This is... Temple energy! That light from your body. It's like the time in Julian Cars. Wow, it's Madame King's shockwave. This granny's really strong.
Let's light it up!
Useless for you.
Freeze! Don't get frostbite. Dodge this!
Leave it all to me.
This is it.
With the blood of the Chilean, I guard you against evil. Cast your fear of injury by the wayside and fight with all your might. I too did this during the Archon War.
So this is what Ganyu's like in a fight.
My name means swiftness. Take my power and run as I do.
We're going too fast!
Dissipate!
Child, you are strong in body and spirit. Perhaps you can withstand 3 forms of adeptal energy at once.
This will hurt a little. Please bear with us.
Once you've adapted, try to use them in battle.
Look at me. I'll catch up.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
This should be fun.
Out of my way! Stand with me!
Oh, so sorry.
Exercise caution. I fear that the god's power has reached its peak.
In other words, if we hold here, there's nothing worse to come, right?
This is way too far.
Everybody stand back! Let's light it up!
Yes. This is it. Cold cut.
This moment will be frozen in time.
Go ahead!
Amuse myself.
Adventure time!
Oh, so sorry. Cool it.
The Fatui's numbers are thinning.
Fight on, comrades! Once we finish this lot off, the Adepti will be able to deal with the god in peace.
The interlopers are no more. Now we may commit ourselves fully.
It's working! We just need to keep this up!
Be careful now.
The Guizhong Ballista is destroyed. Without its covering fire, retaliation shall be difficult.
But the Jade Chamber is our last line of defense. We can't give another inch, no matter what.
I have another idea.
What do you mean, Lady Ningguang?
I'll sacrifice the Jade Chamber.
What is the meaning of this?
I understand.
Traveler, lend me a hand. Farewell, old friend. Goodbye for now. Let us meet again in the future.
Is it finally over?
The ominous aura of that monster has indeed... The effects of the Sigil of Permission last but a short time. It will be some time before the Overlord of the Vortex can make any waves again.
We are indebted to you for your assistance. If the Adepti hadn't happened to be here...
Save your flattery. We didn't just happen to be here. Surely you won't pretend to have
Come now. There's no need for such harsh words, Cloud. I've heard that when Ningguang began learning to do business, she had already started setting aside part of her then limited income in prep. At first, it was only the size of a small room, but it is a testament to Ningguang's entire life, both as a businesswoman and as the backbone of seeing the Jade Chamber destroyed in the defense of Liyue means much to her. To me, such cooperation and sacrifice deserves at least...
Well, I was really hoping you would say that such sacrifice could at least be used as... Thank you all for hearing me out. We know very well why the Adepti came here today. But please...
Oh?
3,700 years. According to our records, the Adepti, even to this very day, Liyue and its lands have stood the test of time, immovable as stone, just as it was thousands of years before. But that does not mean that the Liyue of today is the same city as it was all those years ago. Do not merely cast your protective gaze upon the land.
Are you questioning our means of protecting Liyue?
I mean no offense.
Forebears, you say? One doubts you would be fit to be part of such a lineage.
This morning, Rex Lapis appeared to me.
What?
In the dream, I yearned to tell him that we Qixing, though mortal, are equally bound to the contract. Each passing generation of the Qixing leaves many things of value to be... I also thought to tell him how the... but I dared not speak.
Oh, Ningguang.
Yet another perspective.
Right! That's something that happened in Mondstadt. It's a story about the Four Winds and the people of the Animal Archon. The Animal Archon sought to quell the strife between the two sides.
Each of the 7 nations has its own scars from the past.
Though your point is the very height of simplicity, as Adepti, we've become a laughing...
All right, all right. Didn't Ningguang suggest that we should
I apologize for appearing in full armor.
I am afraid I cannot show the proper courtesies.
And who are you?
I am Feng Yan, a sergeant of the Millilith. I thought this battle would perhaps be my last. But thanks to the aid of the Adepti, our forces were not as badly battered as I feared we might be. Although I am a mere mortal soldier, I promise to hold the line and never betray the grace given to us.
Huh? Why does everyone look so down?
Weren't you frightened, dear? It was quite the prediction.
I wasn't afraid. All the strong Millilith guards were there, and those powerful heroes with their visions were there. When danger is near, everyone always protects me. And the rest of the time, they make fun toys and tasty snacks. Thanks for protecting Liyue Harbor. Please, come visit us for the next Lantern Rack.
Unfortunately, we wouldn't be able to participate.
Huh?
Because we are Adepti.
Oh, okay. Oh.
You see, this is what Liyue is. The country of contracts is grateful to the Adepti for their protection. But although their blood is weak, there is still strength to be found in those. The time of contracts between gods and Liyue has long since passed. Now is the time of contracts between Liyue.
Seeing the port around us now,
Your line of inquiry is askew. One did not...
Seems like the Adepti...
Let us return now.
Eager to leave, Conqueror of Demon.
Yes, one understands what the Conqueror of Demons means. One fears that by the time one finally grasps the new contracts of... Fair enough.
Since we Adepti have consensus, then one shall persist no further. But how will we ensure that the Liyue Qixing will not simply exploit their power once we depart?
All right, Mooncarver, you needn't worry. It seems to me that this right of supervision...
Looks like the conflict between humans and Adepti was avoided. Oh, right! It's nice that we've got peace and all, but we're forgetting. Child wanted to unleash the god so he could lure Rex Lapis out. But we were able to handle the Overlord of the Vortex on our own, so Rex Lapis never showed up. Oh, and speaking of that, don't we still need to get to the bottom of that? Hyman doesn't get it, but isn't the strongest lead we have the... Adepti-less rite of parting that we're organizing? No idea where Zhongli's gone. Let's ask for him at Wangshen Funeral Parlor.
I didn't know you were such a